No, that might be better. Can you see me?
Ah, there you are, Indian girl.
Maybe not the best light. I'm sitting in front of the window here.
No, that's okay. How is India?
Fantastic. Oh my God, what an experience.
Go on, if you could.
Bloody brilliant.
Before we get started, let me just say, everybody, this is Karen, and Karen is one of our Aussie online entrepreneurs, and also one of the mentors here at the Aussie online entrepreneurs. Currently, whereabouts are you, Karen?
I am in Greater Noida, which is just outside Delhi in India.
Fantastic. And Karen, what the bloody hell are you doing in India?
I went to the Delhi Trade Show. It's held twice a year in Greater Noida, and it's for all sort of homeware, trades, crafts, all sorts of stuff, and it's everything and anything under the roof.
So you're there sourcing products.
Sourcing products, yes.
Holy bloody
Yes.
dooly. Because
Yes.
you've
And what
already
an
got
experience.
your business in India all kind of doing its own thing, and so this is the next level of that, sourcing your goods, your next set of products for Amazon.
Yes, yes. And I've sourced too many.
Have you?
Too many ideas. Too many ideas.
Well,
But
I will ask you, but not just yet, to share maybe 2 or 3 ideas with everybody. But tell us a little bit about India. Tell us a little bit about why you're interested in India. Give me a little bit of background about that.
okay, so I'm interested in India for 2 reasons. One is that I'm setting up business there with a couple of partners. And I really just wanted to get some kind of experience about what the people are about. I mean, if you're running a company in a country, you want to know what the people are like, who you're talking to, and what you're dealing with, really. And that has really been an eye-opening experience for me, to be able to actually meet with the people, meet with suppliers, and see how they live,
Yes.
get their idea about things. One thing that I've really found is that they're very concerned that they're not producing the kind of things that Westerners like.
Is that right?
So yeah. So they've been trying to alter things for Western tastes. And I was interviewed a couple of times this week by people at the fair saying, what do we need to change in our products to make it more appealing? And I'm saying, you don't need to change anything. Westerners love Indian products. And they were quite sort of, oh, really? And I wasn't the only one that said that to them. So you don't need to become westernized. Your products are great just as they are.
So
Um,
they're in India thinking to themselves, holy cow, if we want to make more sales in the Western world, then we need to become more westernized. And we're in the westernized world going, God, we're sick of all these Western products. Time for something else. Let's have some Indian products.
yeah, exactly. So quite a lot of them went, oh, right, okay, getcha.
And Karen,
It's
is this your first time in India?
it's my first time in India.
So
Yeah.
what preconceived ideas did you go into India with that you then kind of had a revelation about?
Um, I went in with the expectation that they wouldn't want to do business with a woman,
Yes,
and nothing could be further from the truth.
that's fantastic. That's great.
Mm,
Breaking
mm.
down barriers. I love it.
Yeah, and very good English.
Yeah.
Most of them have got extremely good English, and very, very willing to. What I found at the fair, which was absolutely brilliant, was that they will bend over backwards to make a product to suit your market.
Is that right? So
Yeah,
on the spot there, they're happy to make changes and happy to do things for you.
yeah. I didn't come across one supplier that said, no, this is it. This is how it comes. We can't change.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that everything that I ordered didn't go beyond that 17 inches so that it would fit in an 18-inch box
Yes.
and didn't go oversize. And so if something was 18 inches or 19 inches, I'll say, oh, it's a little bit too big. And I say, it's okay, we can make it smaller.
So anybody listening in who doesn't really know about oversize versus undersize, etc., can you just explain what that means?
Right. So if anything is beyond 18 inches when it's packed, it's considered oversized, and you pay extra fees in the warehouse and for shipping and everything else. Same if it's too heavy. And so I wanted to try and avoid that scenario. For me, I'm doing things that are small and easy to ship and basically don't give me a headache.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just so easy to be able to stand there in front of them and say, no, I need it this big, not this big.
Yes.
You know, get the measuring tape out on the product and draw the line. This is where it needs to go. And I love this color, but I'd prefer that color. And then they're just going, no problem, no problem. So, yeah.
And as far as the actual people, or is it at the trade fair itself? Are you talking to factories direct, or are you talking to middlemen?
No, factories direct. And most of the people at this fair that I spoke to were family business.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so there were small family businesses. The supplier that I've gone with in particular is just mum, dad, son.
Wow.
Yeah, and yet they can produce good quantities in good time for me. So they've got like a small staff that will put the product together. Everything is completely handmade, and but I'm dealing with one family. And I've got to rush soon because they're taking me out for dinner tonight.
Is that part and parcel of doing business in India? That kind of let's go out for dinner, let's go and do that?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm at the Crown Plaza in Greater Noida, and there's actually a surprisingly large number of Aussies here.
Is there?
Aussies, Kiwis. People are getting the message. We've got to get moving fast, and there's a lot of us. There's a lot of Europeans, a lot of Germans, a lot of people from Sweden, Israel. I've been invited to Malaysia with a lovely couple that I met.
Fantastic.
And yeah. So it's amazing the amount of people that I've met at the hotel and then gone on to source products or like have a walk around the fair with. But almost every single person has been invited by the supplier that they found out. We've been taken out to factories to see the goods being made. We've been invited to see their families. As I say, I'm being taken out for dinner tonight. I'm just going to start getting ready soon. With this lovely family, and it's just like you just build such a beautiful relationship right from the very beginning.
That's fantastic.
And it's Diwali tomorrow, so we're going out celebrating tonight. We've got all the bright lights, and they're going to show me around. So I'm very excited about that.
I just love that you're there. That's fantastic. I love that you're there. And as far as what do they think about Australians in general? What have you gleaned about their particular relationship with Australia?
I think they find us quite fascinating. So a lot of the suppliers that I spoke to are used to dealing with Americans and people from Europe, but not so from Australia, because so I think this was probably the first year that we've really been at the fair, I guess. Although in saying that, a lot of the people that I've met have been selling on Amazon for quite a number of years, and most of them are doing FBA in the US. But for most of the time, they actually just find us quite novel, I think, because they have a preconceived idea that we're just interested in, flip-flops and...
That's a very British way of calling them flip-flops. I can see your Britishness coming out there. Thongs, you mean, love? Thongs.
Yes. A lot of their beach bags had Bondi Beach written on them. And,
is that right?
Yeah. So I'm saying, no, I don't want that. I want something very, very Indian.
Yeah.
represents where this bag's come from.
I'll have
Yeah,
Puna Beach written on mine, please.
exactly.
And so, Karen,
Absolutely.
the how many people are exhibiting at this trade fair? Have you any idea?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you this many.
Get out of here. Holy dooly. That is nuts. That's nuts.
The fair is on for 5 days. It takes you 5 days to get round it. It is
Holy
huge.
crap. That's incredible. And so you said it's homewares and what else? What other sort of stuff there?
Most of the stuff that's here are they're home crafts. So most of the goods are handmade.
Mm.
So if you can think of anything that is handmade, that's what's here. So we've got a lot of rugs. We've got a lot of linen. We've got bags. Bags are huge. Lots and lots of incense, candles. Oh, wow. Oh, lighting. Lighting's been huge.
Yeah.
Beautiful pieces of lighting. Beautiful pieces of furniture. Furniture's absolutely gorgeous and really high quality, really well made.
Is it?
Yeah. A lot of copper products. So cutleries and beautiful bowls, absolutely beautiful silverware as well. And so
Mm.
it's surprising how light the silver is. So some really, really beautiful bowls and beautiful glazed pots. It just anything that can be handmade
That's
is
fantastic.
there. But
Yeah.
the quality is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So
Uh,
you've done something very, very counterintuitive to what most people would think about when they're going to source products to sell on Amazon. Most people, they're straight to China. They're going to the Canton Fair or the Wii U markets or something like that. And you've gone completely the opposite, basically to the other end of the scale and gone to India. That's clearly going to give you some advantages for selling on Amazon because you're going to have products that
yeah,
other people.
yeah.
Is that kind of what you were thinking?
Yeah. I was sick of seeing products on Amazon that you've maybe worked with a Chinese supplier with, and then you turn around and there's 10 of the same product.
Mm.
And you can't beat them on price. Yeah, you can beat them on marketing. You can never beat them on price. Although one thing at the fair, there are a lot of Chinese at the fair
What's that?
sourcing. A lot of Chinese people at the fair sourcing products.
Is that right?
Yeah. And I did follow a few going, what is it they're looking at that they think that
Yeah.
they can do? But yeah. So the products that I've now chosen, yes, they're similar products on Amazon, but not one piece is the same. So I have now spoken. My supplier is a very small supplier, although he can do good quantities. And I have spoken with him, and I have asked him if I could be exclusive to Amazon.
Boom! And did you get that?
Yeah,
Well, that is flipping awesome.
yeah.
That's great. And so, do you want to just explain what that means in terms of the people who are listening in and probably don't really understand why that is such a good thing?
Well, it means that the products that I put up on Amazon, nobody can copy. Nobody else is allowed to sell them on Amazon. They
That's
may
a
want to try and make a replica, but I think that even if they made a replica, we could do something about it.
yeah.
Because the wife of the family that's making the products is the genius one. So she's actually made a product that normally would break in transit or on delivery, but she has made an identical product. I'm not going to say what it is.
No, keep
But
your things to yourself for sure.
she has made an identical product that is unbreakable.
Mm.
And
That's
she has designed herself, and they are going to sell exclusively to me.
I don't think you could ask for a better outcome than that. A product that you've got the exclusive rights to Amazon for, to be able to sell right across the world using a platform like Amazon to do it. That's an excellent result. Well done. That's a really good result.
Yeah. And can I give you another great thing that I found when I was here?
Sure.
Australia and New Zealand are known as the word's not backward. I'm trying to think what it is. Because we're not really selling on Amazon yet, I've had cost of my fares returned to me. Developing country, that's what
Yes.
it is. We're called a developing country. So I've had the cost of my fares to India returned to me by the Indian government for doing business in India.
Can you just say that again?
Because we are a developing country, I have had the full cost of my fares returned to me by the Indian government for being at the fair.
Holy cow. So you got a free trip to India to source products that you've now got the exclusive rights to sell and make a fortune on Amazon, and the Indian
Yep.
government paid for that for you.
Yeah.
Clearly, we need to learn how to do this, Karen.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yes. Yes. And they're offering it next year as well.
Right.
So
So,
the fair's on again in February and October next year.
Karen, would you, for the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, if you're not a member of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, clearly there's some advantage to be had here from that. Would you teach the rest of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs how to do that and perhaps put together some kind of delegation to go over to India with?
Oh, possibly, yes. Okay.
Possibly, yes.
That's
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Certainly teach the guys how to do it, yeah? How to actually do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that would be
absolutely.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm just absolutely flabbergasted at that.
Mm.
Absolutely flabbergasted. That's great. And let's take a step back. What's your background before you got started selling on Amazon? Give us a little bit of potted Karen history.
Well, before I got started selling on Amazon, I've been working online for a while, digital marketing, online marketing, VA work. And really, I just got sick of working for other people, helping other people make money online.
Mm.
And I thought, you know what, I just want to do something for myself. I looked into the Amazon stuff, and I looked at a lot of the programs mainly run by Americans, and did a little bit of their training. And it wasn't for me because a lot of what they were teaching didn't relate to me as an Australian.
Mm.
And there wasn't a lot of support. No one-to-one time, nothing like that. So that's obviously when I found your loving self.
Founders, absolutely. Our motley group of larrikins.
Yeah. And I think I was with you, 6 weeks or something when I had my first product
That's right.
online?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
it. That was your skincare range.
Skincare range, yeah. And that's the range that we're now taking to India.
Yes.
So we're now importing an Australian range of products into India.
So just let me say that again for anybody who didn't quite catch that. So what Karen's doing is she's put together a product utilizing Australian ingredients and all these wonderful things, Australian-made product, and she's exporting that from Australia into India and doing that on Amazon India platform, which is just fantastic. What an opportunity that is, Karen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, being across here and speaking with people has given me a real good idea of how the Indian mind works, the mindset, and it's not what we perceive it to be.
No.
You know, when it comes to business, when it comes to this kind of business, it's not what we perceive it to be. I really thought I was going to have a tough time as a woman doing business in India, but nothing could be further from the truth.
I love that. I love that you went there and kind of proved it to yourself and now are able to share that with everybody else. That's fantastic, Karen. It really is.
Yeah.
And without getting too personal, your business as a whole, like where are you at? Are you at 5 figures? Are you at 6 figures? Where are you at as a business as a whole?
This year was 6 figures.
That's great, Karen. Congratulations to you, and that's well deserved too. You've really gone above and beyond, and you're there in India, and you're sourcing great stuff and making it happen for yourself, and that's all deserved. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, look, we won't keep you much longer, so I know that you're going to be taken out for dinner now and wined and dined by the Indians, government, etc. But
To Bali of all times.
I know, no better time. It's a wonderful time in India. But a huge thank you for joining us today and for sharing some of this knowledge with us. And I want to say a huge thanks for being a part of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs too, and for sharing your wisdom throughout the group. Thanks so much, Karen.
You're so welcome. Thanks, Neil.
Thanks.
Bye.
So that was the wonderful Karen Thomson, who's one of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, been with us, I think, for just over a year and doing amazing things in India right now, sourcing products. And if you're all interested in India, you might want to grab yourself a copy of my new book, How to Start a Successful Business on Amazon in India. It's a current bestseller. You can grab that by following the link just below this video. And if you're interested in joining the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs and finding out more about Karen and the rest of the great guys within us, then click on the link below and there'll be another link all about the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs in there. Thanks so much for watching this. I'll speak to you next time. Bye.